In this video, we are going to see a complete procedure on how you can run SAP on your standalone laptop or on your PC using the virtual machine. So I'm going to guide you complete settings step by step. So you need to follow exactly in the same way like I did. And if you still face the problems, the coming video series after this video will be for the solutions of that as well. So let's see the complete procedure. Let's suppose that my current system date, not virtual machine, my main system date is whatever. Here it's 16 February 2026. What I'll do is right click on this, adjust date and time. I hope you are using Windows 11. If you're using Windows 10, you will get similar options as well. So set time automatically, just disable this, disable set time automatically as well. So basically we disable the time zone automatically and set time automatically both. After that, just click on change and make the date 26th of December 2022, because on those dates we have installed SAP Business One. On exactly this date we installed SAP Business One, where on the virtual machine. So when we get to this date, educational version will allow us to use SAP Business One for 30 days. So we'll change the main system date first and then the virtual machine. Click on change and make sure the date is changed here. Once you make sure that it is flashing 26th of December 2022, then open the virtual machine, VM Workstation Pro. And here you have to run the virtual machine. Let me just guide you completely as well that if you don't have it here, how do we mount the VM in the VM software? We'll just head over to the location where we actually have that folder. You can have the virtual machine folder in whatever drive you want, but just remember, don't keep it on an external drive. Otherwise you will face a lot of issues. So if you have this in external drive, you can shift it to C drive or D drive, whatever you have in your PC. Go in that folder and here is the icon to run the virtual machine. It is like 3-boxed icon. Double click on it once to load this in the virtual machine. It will show up like this. If it shows you the pause state, just power this off. Discard all the changes. By the way, guys, just remember that this is only the first time requirement that you have to go and run it from the folder. Once it is mounted in the software, you can use it directly from the desktop. Just double click to open this up and click on it. Click on power on this virtual machine. Leave all the settings as it is. Don't change anything. Click on power on this virtual machine. And like I said, always make sure that in the main system, you have disabled the set time automatically and set time zone automatically. Otherwise it will refresh it every single time to the current date. Okay, let me just enter the full screen mode. I'll use 1234 as a password. And once I'm in here, you need to make sure that do we have Service Manager loaded in the tray? If not, you can just go to the start menu and right here Service Manager. Okay, right click and run as administrator. Click yes, but at the same time you have to make sure that in the virtual machine the date should also be 26 December 2022. Here it is already 26 December 2022 in the virtual machine as well, but if not, you just right click here, adjust date and time, and make sure to turn off the set time zone automatically and set time zone automatically. Both should be turned off, and then you change the date to 26th of December 2022. In the virtual machine, we are using Windows 10, so you might see a little different interface than what we did in the main machine. Okay, so we have loaded our Service Manager, right? As soon as you open it, it will show it up as a little icon in the tray. You just click on this arrow, you get this icon, and here it shows you the green button to play. That means it is not already played. Once it is played, it will turn gray and it will show something like stop or pause. This means that it's already running. Now, what is the purpose of SAP Business One Service Manager? Basically, it connects the SAP software with SQL. So SQL is responsible for maintaining the database what you are using in SAP Business One. So if this bridge is broken in some way, you will not be able to use SAP or access companies in SAP. Play it, wait for like 5 seconds to 10 seconds, and then double click on SAP Business One to load it. Click on change company just to confirm that you can see any of the companies or not. If you don't see any companies, just close SAP Business One, go to the service manager again, stop it and play it, wait for 5 seconds, click OK, and then again wait for 5 seconds, double click on it to run, click on change company, and then you can see your companies here. Let's say OEC computers, only you will see that because this is the default sample company offered by SAP. User ID is manager and password is also manager for OEC computers. Click OK. Just wait for it patiently to load. If it shows failed to assign SAP Business One user license or any kind of error, don't worry. This is not actually an error. For the first time, it might show you the error, but don't confuse it with any problems, because once you see the company's list in the change company option, it will run perfectly. So even if you see error, just try to close it and then reload. You can even use it that way, but just to confirm, click on change company again. After closing and reopening, ID is manager and password is also manager. Hit enter and you will see 30 days license period here. 30 days are left until evaluation period ends. If it shows system date deviates from company's fiscal year, that's because OEC computers have different financial years open from 2006 to 2012. But right now we are in 2022 according to the system date. So we haven't created that financial year. That's why it's showing this. This is not an error. Click OK, and that's how you can play SAP Business One. Now, for the second time, it's very, very simple. Once you manage to run SAP Business One, just click on suspend whenever you want to exit out of it. Don't close SAP, don't close anything. Just go to the top and click on suspend this operation. It will close it in the pause state. After that, just close the VM software. And whenever you want to load it again, you want to use SAP Business One again, just make sure that your system date should be 26th of December 2022. After that, you open the virtual machine and you simply resume it. It will take some time to restore at the current state, and then you should be able to use it without any problem. But if not, or your system date changes, you can follow the exact same steps. Just close SAP Business One, refresh the SQL server once, and then you should be able to use it like I said. So this is how you can completely run SAP Business One. If you face any problems like enter IP address or any kind of error shows up, you can check and search for the errors in the coming lectures where I have showed you how we can resolve different errors. So just try this by yourself, and I will see you in the next one.